Welcome back everybody. Today we're gonna play Raze on Sunset. Today is day 35 of playing every agent on every map. Today's agent Raze is still one of the best movement entries you can have. Even though she got nerfed a bunch of times. She was incredibly broken in the beta with having 2 nades and a ult that does a lot of damage, and they nerfed her ult pretty much, so now her ult isn't quite as good as she used to be. They also nerfed her satchels, so they don't give out as much movement anymore, but Raze is still a really good pick on almost any map. I myself used to be a Raze main, or just mainly played a lot of Raze for a bunch of times, but since I am not playing as much Raze anymore, my satchel movement has become pretty bad, and I think I gotta practice that again. Starting off with A-side defense. On A-side defense, you can play pretty aggressively right here in elbow. You can use a nade even in the beginning of the round to throw it through here. And it explodes right here, and anyone trying to come in towards main is gonna get naded by the nade. And they're gonna take a lot of damage. This works best if you use it with a breach stun. You can also just play aggressively in elbow, take this space right here, and as soon as somebody comes in, you can get a kill and then get out with the help of a satchel. Or you can use your nade from here after you get a kill, unswing, use a nade, close, hold, then slowly go back, try to clear out the rest of the thing, and then go back towards side. If they are not coming a thing I like to do is to take space slowly in front of here, clear close corner, and then use a boom bot from back here. Slowly go over, take the orb, and then I have my ult pretty fast, even after like second or third round. If I can always farm this ult orb pretty safely, because the boom bot detects anyone playing close here. If they are deciding to push, you have enough time to look up and shoot them before they try to before they are going to kill you. Other things you can do on A, if you have a stun in main and the people are running back, you can use a nade through this window right here. The nade lands back here, and everyone trying to run away from the stun is going to take a lot of damage, and you can get some kills from it. You can also combine that with first a stun here, a nade here, and then you ult out. Like this, you can get some free kills because the people running back are gonna run in towards your nade, and the people staying in front of here are a free kill for you with your ult. Something else you can do if you hear a lot of steps in main is to wait here, destroy the cypher cam if there is one, wait for your breach to stun or your Gecko to flash or just anyone to flash, and then you can go from here and kill everyone in main, or like just a couple of people in main, and it is really hard to hit you because you're ulting from a safe spot and you can insta shoot your ult because you used a double satchel to get there. I would say this is only worth if you have something to block them off here. If you have like a Grafnet in main too, that works too. Just any ability that stops them from pushing out even further. If you go out and they're already up here, you're gonna struggle trying to kill them, and if you shoot your ult right here, you're gonna boost back in towards the rest of the enemies and you're gonna be a free kill for them. So always use some ability in main if you are going to ult main. If you are not trying to go for such an aggressive ult, you can just use an ult like this. And shoot it close at the orb or close here if you see somebody, and it gives you enough time to spot for main. If you see somebody right here, and then you can jump around the corner and shoot close, or just focus on the people in main. Let's say you're on a retake. On a retake, it is pretty good to just throw your nade like this. It nades backside, and anyone backside is going to take a lot of damage. Other options for a nade is one like this, where you throw it here, and it lands on default. Anyone in this close corner is going to take a lot of damage. Or what you can also do is use your Roomba like this, or your Boombot, to clear out side, or to clear out main for anyone playing in main. Or you can also use your nade close here if you know somebody's playing close here. You gotta be careful though, there's like a couple of things back here that bounce your nade in a weird way. You can also just nade main to stop the people from pushing out main, and then take side fast with a satchel like this. Focus on the people here, focus on backside too. This is only recommended if you have a flash to deter the people from backside or elbow peeking, and you can get a free kill on the people close. Use another satchel, get backside, take more space for your team. You can also then use your Roomba in elbow to get the people out of elbow or make them not peek. And if you want to use your ult on a retake, I'd recommend you go in from main and ult towards backside or default. Check if you see somebody. If you see somebody backside, you can then just ult backside. If you see somebody front side, ult them. And it's generally a pretty good ult to retake side. Because with an ult like this, you are safe in backside after you ulted, and you can take the rest of the team on with your team from backside and you pinch the people here, and you make it hard for the people in elbow to shoot you because you are backside in a pretty safe position. They have to peek out really far, and they are going to be a free kill for your team coming from CT. Something that is also really good if you are on A side and they're not coming A side is to just push A side. If there's a trip close here trying to block you off, you can just satchel over it. And if the enemies are coming back through towards mid, you can wait here, get a free kill, even get a free kill on the people here because they're not gonna expect you. And then just go back with a satchel like this, focus more on the people here, maybe even nade to get out even further, and you have a pretty safe time going back towards A side to defend the A side. Even though Raze isn't like a chat on an op, she is still pretty good because she can take a lot of good off angles. For example, on top of these boxes, I'd recommend you have a teammate trying to shoot the cam so they don't see you up here. And as soon as they're coming in, even with a smoke right here, you can have some free kills right here. Or another spot where this also works is back on top of these boxes. You can just go up here and have a really good off angle on the people at elbow. And they can't really smoke you away because if they smoke here close, you can watch over the smoke and you can get some free kills off of that as well. Switching over towards mid. In mid you have a couple of options. Firstly, you can nade right here in the beginning of the round combined with a breach stun, a deadlock Ravnet, a clove medal, or just any ability that makes them in low or make them stay in one place to just get a lot of damage off of them in the early round, and then go back towards tiles and get some free kills on the people tiles. This is a pretty aggressive play. I'd only recommend it if you have either a smoke bottom mid, a smoke close here, or some util to deter the people from peeking bottom mid. Something you can also do if you feel like they're coming B is to say your breach or your omen to stand right here, flash or stun main, and then you are gonna ult down mid like this. And there you see them, and you can shoot your ult at them, and you can get some good kills off of that. Maybe even a 5 kill ace. I haven't gotten that myself, but I've seen some players get a 3 or 4 kill ace off of this spot right here, and then they just killed the last guy with their vandal. This is really unexpected, and it's a really aggressive play, and it is a hard read, because if you know they are coming B, and if they're always coming B, this works pretty well. You just need some ability to deter them from coming main. Other things you can do in mid is something like this, where you ult here, and then ult the people in A main. If you, for example, don't see anyone in B main when you try to do the other ult, you can then go over through bottom mid towards A, and then try to ult the people down here. But most of the times they're gonna be waiting for you, or they already have ran away, so it's gonna be pretty hard for you to get a kill. Something else you can do pretty well in mid is as soon as they're trying to break this door and your teammate in market needs help, you can throw a nade through towards market and stop the people from pushing in towards market. And if they are already in, your teammate can just shoot at them, they're gonna run back in towards your nade or into your teammate, and your teammate's gonna get some free kills. The same thing also counts for this pillar. There's a lot of people hiding behind it. If they're taking mid, you can just throw a nade like this one, and the people behind pillar are gonna get damaged by it. Switching over towards market. In market, it is always pretty good to close this door. This door gives the enemies doesn't give the enemies the option to lurk through market, and if they break it, you know they can lurk through market, and you have more information around the map. Other things you can do in market is to be on top of this info box right here and get some free kills on the people going in main, because you can see over the smoke. And this is just in general a pretty good spot because it's really unexpected. But you gotta worry about getting up here silently, so you gotta use a satchel before the round even starts, and you then need to have another teammate closing the door. Or you need to go here and at another time where the enemies are either doing something that makes a lot of noise, for example entering themselves with for example a breach ult or just any ult in general. You can then get up here. Else, this spot up here is pretty expected because the enemies are gonna walk in, they're gonna hear you satchel, they're gonna think, yeah, you're somewhere high up, and they're gonna hear it towards market. There's only one spot in market where you can be high up. Other than that, this spot is really good, and it's really unexpected, especially for you to play on a Raze. You can then also deny the plant from over here if they are planting in the safe spot on the site with a nade like this one. That covers all of the site and does a lot of damage to the people there. You gotta be kind of careful though, because you can get peeked by the people from here. Another thing you can do that is kind of risky but works sometimes is to ult from back here. The enemies are gonna expect you gonna walk out here, or you're gonna go out market, and then you ult from here, jump up, and it's pretty precise to get it through. I get it like about 50% of the times, but it's something you need to practice if you want to play Raze. Out of all the movement duelists, Raze is probably the one where you need the best movement on. As you could see in the first part of the video, I'm not really as good on Raze movement anymore. I used to be pretty good, but it is something I recommend you practice a lot. For example, just satcheling, double satcheling into certain spots. If in some custom games, there's also like some Raze trial maps, or not like trial maps, but especially in Ascent, you can go all the way around the map with just double satchels and Raze ults. And like that, this is something you should practice, and is generally pretty good to practice on a Raze, because if you want to play a good Raze, you need good movement. Something you can also do, especially good on eco rounds, is to just ignite the planter as many times as you can. You can firstly, as soon as they tap, throw a nade like this, which does a lot of damage to the people trying to go for the plant. It lands right here and hits anyone close here too. Then you can throw your Roomba in from here as well. And when you think they're gonna go for the real plant, you can then go in with satchels like these. And shoot the person trying to go for the plant once, and they're most likely gonna die. You are most likely gonna die through that maneuver too, but you're sometimes gonna get 1 or 2 kills off of that, and you can save your team some time and even get like a crucial pick in an eco round. Switching over towards B side. On B side, not like on Chet and on Neon, you can't really get up on top of these boxes with a normal jump. So you gotta use a satchel if you want to peek from up here. This is also pretty good because you can then go up here and get information over market, but in general I don't think this spot is really worth it. Another thing you can do in main in the beginning of the round, and also combine that with something that keeps them at the place or makes them low, for example a Clove Metal or a Deadlock Graphnet or a Fade Seize, is to just throw a nade right here in the beginning of the round. The nade pops right here on top of these boxes and does damage to the people close here, trying to come in, and sometimes even destroys the Cypher Trip. If the Cypher Trip is bad and placed right here, you can destroy that with a Raze Knight like this, and then you have a free time lurking on them, or just doing a lot of damage on them as they are trying to come in. Other things you can do is to cross over towards these boxes right here. This is a pretty risky spot. Again, I showed it to you on Chat and on Neon. On Raze it's even more riskier because you can get a kill, and if you go out with a satchel, you are in the air for a longer amount of time, and it's pretty risky to get out. So I don't really recommend this spot, and if you do play it all the way in the corner, wait for them to walk out, and then try to get as many kills as you can. Something else you can do if they are coming in is to either throw a nade right here while they are coming in, throw a nade on this thing right somewhere in the middle, which lands on default, or throw a nade from backside right here, close, that damages anyone coming in. Or even in the cubby right here, if you know somebody is playing in the cubby close, you can get some free kills off of that as well. You can also use your boombot to clear out this spot if you don't know if somebody's in there, and then combine that with the nade. Or you can use your boombot over here on default, or even here at the wall, to clear out this close corner right here. You can obviously also do the same thing from market. Use a boombot right here to clear the close corner, and then combine that with a nade if there's somebody close, or use a boombot right here to clear close, right here to clear the default plant spot, combine that with a nade as well. And if nobody is on site, careful about this corner here close too, you can clear that out with a boombot like this. And if nobody is on site, you can then just tell your teammate to defuse and go for the fight on the people in main with a nade close here, a nade right here, or just a nade here in the main smoke if there's a smoke in main, to get them off of or out of the smoke, and then you can go inside of the smoke and fight them. Let's switch over towards attack. On attack, your main purpose is to entry. You can do that with a nade in the beginning of the round through this window right here. It lands right here in the edge of the space close here and does damage to anyone trying to come up main. Or with a Roomba over towards elbow to clear out elbow and then focus on the main people. Or what I really like to do, if I have a Omen or a Breach that stuns main, and something else to clear out elbow and make them not peek, for example a Sova Dart or just a Omen Flash or just any util that stops them from peeking here, is wait here at the edge of the border in the beginning of the round, and then as soon as the round starts, go in like this. clear out the people close, and take a lot of space for my team, so the rest of the team then can then go through elbow. And like that, I beat the timing for the one-way smoke here, most of the times faster, and I can focus more on the people right here or towards side. Another thing you can do is to throw a nade right here to stop the people from peeking. I definitely did not think that was possible. What the fuck? Where did my nade just go to? The actual nade I wanted to show you guys is it lands right here in Link, and it's from this wall right here. Like this, you can nade the people out from here and stop them from peeking. Or you can also just throw a nade on this wall right here to get into the weird corner. I just got a random nade before to stop those people from peeking, and they are gonna take some damage. You can also use a Roomba to clear out close here if you still have it. Use a nade like this one that bounces off towards backside to stop those people from peeking, or even use a nade like this one to do a lot of damage on the people backside. You can also go up here with a satchel and focus on the people backside. I only recommend this if you have a flash. Or use your nade like this. Or use your nade like this if you know there's people inside of elbow right here and your team is fighting them, so you can do a lot of damage to them and push them in towards your team. Once you have taken site from main, you can go on top of these boxes. This is a pretty strong spot because you can hold CT from here. You can also hold main from here, and in general it's a just pretty nice spot to be on to defend the site. If you are going through elbow though, and much more slowly, I'd recommend you use a Roomba either here close, clear out this close corner right here, or to use one right here at this edge to clear out this corner right here. Because these two corners are pretty commonly played, especially by people with shotguns, and you don't want to run into a shotgun, especially as an entry. You can also clear out the close corner with a Roomba like this one. If your Roomba detects anything, you can then either decide to swing them with some util, or just use a nade to get them out and then just hold them, wait for them to peek out and get some free kills. Same thing also counts for the copy on elbow. If you want to ult on A, I recommend you go through A main. You walk up here, ult, and clear it backside, front side, and if you don't see anyone, either go back towards CT or towards elbow and get a kill on those people. Something that is also pretty good on a Raze is to beat timings. If you, for example, kill a guy in main that was stunned or flashed right here, and you have another satchel, to just keep on pushing, go up here, clear a close corner, and then focus on the people top mid. Those people are not gonna be ready for you, and most of the times the smoker is playing top mid, because from top mid you can smoke every spot on the map, and he's gonna run in towards you with his smokes in his hand, and he's a free kill for you. This is a really aggressive play. It works out sometimes, but if you do it every round, the people are gonna expect it, and you're most likely gonna die a couple of times trying to do this. So if you've gotten a couple of kills off of that, try to tone down your aggression and play a little slower, wait for your team to come in, and help your team to take the site. Let's switch over towards tiles. Tiles and mid is pretty good to take with a Raze, because you have your Roomba to clear out the top mid smoke and get information on the people top mid. If this market door is not closed, you gotta be careful about the market door too, and you can then slowly go up, follow your Roomba in towards the smoke, and then maybe play out of the smoke with a Gecko flash right here and take the top mid space. This is pretty good because top mid is mostly only defended by one guy, maybe also just only a trip, and you can get a lot of space in the middle of the map and then decide to go A or B and cut off anyone trying to rotate from A to B or from B to A. Something you can also do that is a pretty advanced Raze tag tip though, is to do a super boost. This is especially good on this map because in mid you have these boxes to stand on and you're in a pretty safe spot. To do a super boost, it might take me a couple of attempts, but I'll cut to it right away. You pop your ult, throw down a satchel, you jump, pop the satchel, and then ult. It is pretty fast after each other, and I'm gonna try it for a couple of times now to see if I get one.
Ready. Satchel out.
I got one now. You get up really high because the map has a really high ceiling you can get to. And if you time it right, you can then get into top mid at a really fast pace, and the enemies are gonna be surprised on how you get there. And this is really good because you can see the people from your high position and then just drop on them with a shorty. Don't forget to use your second satchel while falling down, else you're gonna take a lot of fall damage. A Raze super boost is just a purely flex thing. It's something you can practice, but it isn't worth in most of your games. If you can do it though, you are one of the few people that can actually do it, and I even struggle to do it a lot of the times. I can get it in like 1 out of 10, maybe 15 times. If you can like get it consistently, it's worth going for it, but else I don't recommend you do it in a ranked game. Just do it in like a Swift play or something. If you want to go for it in a ranked play and it fails, your teammates are going to be mad at you because you basically just wasted a Raze ult. If it works, your teammates are going to be like, oh my god, you did it, holy shit, what was that? Because they're most of the times not even have seen one in-game, because I personally haven't seen one in-game unless I did it myself. I haven't done it in a ranked game yet, I've only done it in customs, and it's worth to try if you practice it a lot. It needs a lot of practice, it needs a lot of timing, and it's generally pretty hard to do. If you want to take mid like a normal person and go towards market, you can use satchels like these in the beginning of the round. And focus on the people in market. This is really good to go for if you have a shotgun or an omen that flashes for you, or just any agent that can clear out these lanes. Breach is also pretty good because the people are going to be stunned and you can get some free kills on the people in market because you're there really fast, and most of the times you're not going to be expected here that fast. Let's switch over towards B. If you want to clear out main and you don't have a cam up here in the copy right here, you can use a satchel right here to get on top of these boxes and peek the people in main pretty early. This is really good because they don't expect you up here most of the times, and you're gonna catch them with their knife out if they're trying to cross over here. But you can also die pretty easily because somebody can just be holding you, and it's not worth going for most of the times. You can also clear out main with a Roomba like this, or a Roomba like this to clear out the close corner right here. Or use a Roomba right here in main, focus on the people behind the box. You can also use a Roomba to clear out the box. It's not worth most of the times, so I don't really recommend this Roomba. You can then use one right here to clear out the close corner. If you see somebody, or if your Roomba sees somebody, you can then nade out the close corner and then just spray. They gotta go out, else they die to the explosion, and you can get some free kills off of that. For an entry, I'd recommend you either go towards backside, clear out this close corner, and then clear out the rest of backside. Go in towards market, especially if you have a shotgun. Clear out the smoke here, clear out market itself. Or even go towards backside over here from main. To get a pretty unexpected spot on the people, because most of the times they're not going to expect you right here, and you can get some free kills off of that. You can use nades from main, either backside here, to clear out the people close in the corner back here. Throw one close at the floor. Throw one backside at this white wall here to clear out backside. Throw one in towards market through the edge of the door right here. Throw one at the floor to clear out the close corner in the close corner right here in this cubby. Or even throw one into market behind the door if you know there's somebody there, and do a lot of damage to those guys. In a post plant, as with any other duelist, I recommend you play pretty aggressive on backside. Either hold here, and then if you get a kill or two, you can then use your nades to stop them from pushing out CT, or even use it like this if they're already coming out. Or use your nade to deny the defuse with a nade like this one, or a nade from elbow like this one at this pillar, like I showed you on defense. If you want to entry with your ult, I'd recommend you go backside, because it's the safest satchel and you can also get a lot of space through this corner and then the backside. Clear out close, clear out backside. Most of the time the Cypher is either playing here or close here, or even in towards market. If you don't see anyone, you can then ult towards CT, or ult towards the close corner right here, and you get your team a lot of space on site. If I had to give Raze a rating from S to F on Sunset, I'd give her the S tier. She is, with chat, probably the best entry duelist you can get on this map. Because Cypher is pretty often played on this map, a Raze is pretty good on an entry because she has satchels to break trips, she has a Roomba to go into trips, and she has nades to break the trips too. This makes her a pretty good entry on this map and a must pick in most pro comps. She got replaced a bunch by the Neon because Neon got buffed pretty hard, but right now I think Raze is gonna make a comeback this year because Raze is still one of the best entries there is. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or suggestions which agents I should play next, write them down in the comments. And if you want to see anything other Valorant related, write them down in the comments as well. Also, don't forget to like and sub, and come say hi to me on Twitch, where I stream almost daily. I really hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and see you guys very soon. Bye!